Čaute pri novom videu a dneska ideme hrať novú sériu Jurassic World Evolution. Zatiaľ hráme jednotku, zatiaľ. A začíname, tak vyberám asi toto, lebo tieto sa kupujú.
Hello, may I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab.
Let's postawić. Yeah.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
Także to damy takto.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
No idem to robić. No mamy incubate. Dobra, także mamy tohto dinosaura i wypustić.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
No. Pozerajcie nasz prvý dinosaurus.
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Jak mam...
I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
Teraz wybieram... Tohto.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Aha.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Aha.
Well done. And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm. Unless you listen real closely. So what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing. Your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult missions.
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
No. Máme dať 50% inventory, ale ešte...
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
Tak, koľko máme na ňom?
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur.
44.
This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
No. Ako tretí. Keď som videl, že táto misia bude, tak ma dám. Koľko to? Ne, to nedá, tak ja mám ešte idem.
Good! Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
No. Takže...
Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life.
Yeah.
Development and resources. Nature and commerce. See? Simple.
Musím urobiť.
I'm Claire Deering, and I've been on these islands before. On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs.
Jaj. Už sa ide napapať. No. Zatiaľ počkáme. Ešte nejakú minútu. No, už to bude. Už sa to vracia. Chcete to vidieť, ako sa vracia? Nie tam?
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
Ty koky. Kde je to? Môžeme predať? To je nič. No tak toto dáme.
Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Jaj, čo robí?
Okay, next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Toto počkám, kým sa urobí a potom o tom. Zatiaľ môžem postaviť ten konstrukt. To ASU center. To bude podľa mňa tu. Nevím, že se už samé. Ano. Ani mám to skoro. To je tady se je ten
The research center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways.
Vím, ako to
New
funguje.
buildings, upgrades, and more await.
To bude... Ktoré? Radšej sa pozriem, aby som nič. Dobre, som povedal. Stopište. Toto. Dobre, ten sa mi robí, už je. Tak,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Admontosaurus to the park.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
tak to chod nerobí. Ale musím otvoriť. Ideš. Neviem na čo, ale dobre.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Nie, toto rýchlo zavriem, ale neudiela. Nie, to je skôr. Ja to ešte otvorím, kým to myslím.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
ID on the asset.
Shoot. Ideme. No, poď. Uteká. Vyhol sa vôbec na auto. Na auto. Ten kon.
Rotation in effect.
Jestli... Ano. Yes.
Reassigning roles.
Ako? Počkaj, aha, ešte musím zobrať. Čo robím? No, dobre.
You'll need to call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
En route to collect the asset.
No poď už.
I'd strongly suggest you consider taking this contract.
Ale... No poď už. Co bude? Už bude.
Delivery complete.
Dawaj. A milión mám. No tak to by som už asi ukončil toto video. Dúfam, že ste dali na toto video like a odber. A vidíme sa pri Jurassic World Evolution part 2. Tak zatiaľ čaute.